my loyal servant, KJ! Like, yo,
man, what the fucking rents do, man? What you gonna do about that? Silent. Rent. You should be working on your art,
nigga. All right, anyway, man, sit down, sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. I just had to catch myself, man. You know, physical comedy. Excuse me.
Second in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on this camera.
Yes. Bring it back, man. You fucked me up with that. Because I heard you say it's creepy. Yeah.
I say you should just went with it. Okay.
Yeah, man. You know, shit. They get that content for free.
It's all right, man.
Say something, shit. That's what I'm here
for.
for.
I know, man. This run me back, man. You freaked me out with it, man. Sorry. We're
You
good.
freaked me out with that long ass breath in the beginning, nigga. 10 seconds of your air and no words. I'm the fucking white guy. Fuck out of here. Yeah, nigga. Do that shit on the phone and see who the creep is between me and you.
That's why we running it back. I love you. Fuck out of here.
Make sure all this shit is on the air.
I'm saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, man. Do me, man.
Action.
Yes. What's up, though? You know what I'm saying?
What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
It's the Bols podcast, that is. And you know what it is? We everywhere. And right now, they on my goddamn nerves, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is, man. Sleeves the Hustler in the building, episode 58. Always great on here all day long. We got my man Stav, you know what I'm saying? AKA the Stizza, AKA Brother Byron, the militant one. You know how we do. All the way over in this earth tone, getting ready to go to Desert Storm. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Logan Vile Ty, AKA Sky Ree, all day long. And of course,
Thank you
Dread.
for your service, troops. I'm not going nowhere. They do the hard work. Don't be putting me up there with that. Man. Go ahead. That's just
He gotta act that shit. Whatever, dog. My man Dread on the pan, and this is what we do. Volume 58. Feeling good, man. Fresh off of the Roots picnic, man. Once again, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody who supported, came out, liked, commented, anything, but especially those that came out, stood out there under the tent in the sun. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to Stormy P. Shout out to Adriana, you know what I'm saying, on the shots. You dig what I'm saying? And everybody that was there with us, you know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful weekend, you know what I'm saying? We had some ups and downs, but more ups than way more downs than anything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just some life lessons learned from that shit. And yeah.
It was nothing if not educational.
Absolutely.
You know, like shout out to everybody that, you know, we had brought with us in terms of the team that we, you know, whatever various tasks we were going to ask them to do, they want to step up and take care of that, man. It was a team effort. Feel like it was a win for the team.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
We definitely learned how to be patient.
Yeah, if nothing else, it was exercising that, man.
Exercising patience.
More to come, man. We'll definitely
hurry up
try
and
to
wait.
do more stuff like that. People seem to like it. We got a good reaction from it, so that was great.
Once again, thank you, Live Nation. Panky, we love you. You know what I'm saying? Ultimate Magic Johnson assist right there, brother. You know what I'm saying? On some realness. And yeah, as we go from that lovely, lovely high, we got to go to the state of the world, especially America, if anything, definitely right now, and the country. And yeah, we in some shit. Is we going backwards, y'all? Are we going backwards, people?
I don't know if it's backwards, but sometimes I feel like it's not the right direction.
It's definitely not at all.
There was a million people tweeting, a million females, a million people with daughters. My kids or I woke up today with less rights than I had the day before.
And you know what we're speaking of.
It's hard to say you going forward when shit like that has occurred.
Absolutely. What's it been, 50 years since the Roe versus Wade case? And yeah, the dog don't like it, so you know it's some bullshit.
Hey, tell that
you
dog,
get what I'm saying?
up.
Absolutely.
I mean, you get the dog noises for free. A lot of shows don't give you that.
At all, and that's his feeling, because you know that's bullshit.
Right, as soon as we talk about the abortion ban,
he don't never say nothing. He was right on that shit, dog.
Because he was there when they actually signed it. I don't know how people know how old the dog is.
Full disclaimer. Yeah, my dog is like 15 and he has dementia. And right now is when this dementia starts kicking in as it starts to get late. So if his barking start getting out of hand, I might have to run him up out of here. Look at him, he look confused right now. You don't know what's going on.
I feel like 15 is selling him short, dog. I feel like you're older than that.
Exactly. You don't know about his soul, what he was in several
That's an old
generations.
dog right there.
I just meant I feel like I saw him like 16 years ago. It was really what I was saying. Yeah.
Exactly. That's all. He
You
feeling
think
it
you're
right
talking to another dog?
Spirit of X right now in this joint, man. You know what I mean?
Be right back.
That's
Yeah.
all.
Keep that convo going.
Yeah, we'll do
So,
that.
yeah, absolutely. So what we are speaking on is the reversal of Roe versus Wade. Like,
By the Supreme Court of the United States of America. Bunch of old people who weren't going to reproduce under any scenario for the rest of their lives, but yet they can just levy a verdict that impacts millions upon millions
6
of
to
people.
3. And this to me is the ultimate case of the evil marathon. Walk with me. We had Trump when he got in. When Trump got in, he made sure he appointed these Supreme Court justices, all right, for the long game of this evil shit that mattered. It didn't matter if he was in office or not. When this type of shit came around, he needed to make sure he had the numbers to make sure he could stir some shit.
He takes credit for this.
Absolutely.
I don't know if anybody saw
Listen, he got motherfuckers talking about we're happy for white life now.
Yeah, I saw that.
This is where we're trying to go with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the way back to the fact that we got, racist, white supremacist congressmen thinking about trying to do what the Brown versus, what was that, the Board of Education? Yeah, trying to actually think about implementing segregation again. All right, coloreds.
We can't go forward if we got two water fountains.
You know what I'm saying?
But is it bad? Is it evil? Everybody don't feel that way. All right, so
Yes.
White
I don't give a fuck
people's-
what everybody feels. Like, yeah.
white people's numbers have been dropping. The birth rates are declining, right? So is it a move, a play,
Absolutely.
to ensure white people's political power by, making abortions illegal? More
course.
white births grow up to be more white voters. White people retain their political power. in this
That's
country,
what they think,
which
but
was
that's
based
not how
on
it's going.
racism,
But that's
right?
not what's going to happen.
And that's what happens, and I hear that, right? I have so many. I was thinking about the whole abortion thing and conspiracy theories, because sometimes I like to get into conspiracy theories.
Not on this show.
Right, but not on the show necessarily. But so if you have more white babies, they grow up to be more white voters. White folks maintain their political power, but at the same time, there are some black people who feel the same way about it. They're like, mad black babies get aborted every year. Now you can't have these abortions at the same rate. Now we'll have more black babies that grow up, become black voters, and now black people will have more political power. So it's not, I really don't think it's about religion or anything like that. It's really just about politics. I feel like that's really what it comes down to.
But at the end of the day, bro,
They're thinking about their future.
yeah, like this.
Because
number-
white people are going to be in minority in this country by what, 2040 they say?
2050,
Something like that,
2040.
yeah. So it's actually really soon.
Yeah.
Like 30 years from
And
now.
the-
It's
and
not
it's gonna be
long.
sooner
In the
than that.
historical grand scheme,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
it's
gonna
just
be-
right around the
right.
corner.
you ain't stopping what's coming.
So it's like a self-preservation kind of
Yeah,
thing. So,
fuck that.
Which
No,
is what else would you expect them to do?
Now, I'm
in
not
any
saying
form of
that
life?
I agree with it. I personally think
Yeah, no, I
abortion
understand.
should always be on the table because
That's a woman's body. You don't have a choice. No man, nobody else has a right to say what the fuck a woman can or cannot do with her body. Who the fuck are you? And that's at the end of the day, that's what it boils the fuck down to. Let's just cut the shit, man. All the conspiracy, all like that. I get all that, but at the end of the day, what they're doing right here is taking something that honestly, I'm a spiritual guy here. So what God does, like whatever that is, you know what I'm saying? That's your choice. We all are individuals, so we all got a choice in what we fucking do, what type of if you needed some surgery for some shit, would you want the government telling you can or cannot do that shit if you need it, Scott? I mean, I'm
The
just
most
being
important thing about it,
but the government's
is
always in your business.
the most
Yeah,
like,
and that's
to me is like
this government.
why do you care? Like,
And
why
that's
the fuck-
what he said,
Why is
exactly.
it any of your business what they're
Period.
doing? Like, give them
Period.
the opportunity to do
Political
whatever
power.
they feel like. I know, I understand, but it's like that's such
It's
a corny,
that.
just
It's that right
bullshit
there. Exactly.
excuse to just want to just have hand in the relationship.
Control,
between
exactly.
Control.
Man
And
and the
how the
rest
fuck,
of the
dog?
When you
country.
have that control and power, it's not something you ever want to give up easily.
No, why would you?
And after centuries of it in this country, centuries
Yeah.
of white supremacy, that's what it is. It's people have been talking about white supremacy. White folks have been talking about white supremacy being the rule of the land since way back.
And this is what they try and bring
You
back.
know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's
Probably
documented.
earlier than that, man.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and they're doing their best push for this shit right now.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah, right. Like I said, like it gets really crazy because I personally feel like abortion should always be on the table because, women get raped.
I mean, there's a myriad of reasons.
Yeah, dog. We don't gotta go. Yeah, exactly.
A woman's health
Outside
might be
of a health
Yeah.
care issue
exactly,
and
dog.
inside. So
I
like,
know,
we don't
I
need
know
to go
it's,
down the
but
list.
wait, because I know it's all still new, right? And we're talking about abortions, and we're talking about the overturning of Roe v. Wade, and now how in some states, because it's now a state-by-state basis whether or not it's going to be legal or illegal, in some states there's a felony penalty for aiding, abetting, assisting, performing, having an abortion done on you, right?
Yeah.
And the penalty varies state by state, right? And some states don't have an exception for incest, pregnancies due to incest or abortion.
And all these fucking states, look, cut
So
the
you-
shit stop.
I mean,
all these
it's usually
states
the
are,
states
all these
crazy.
states are red states, are these hick white supremacist fucking states. Your Georgias, your Alabamas, your Mississippis, your Dakotas, your fucking Texas, all these racist motherfuckers in all these states that's what the fuck it is. So let's just cut this shit.
Like,
That's
I
where they
mean-
want the white supremacy, that's where they want the white power and the white population to grow at. Right there.
To your
you know
point,
what I'm saying?
when you start thinking about
Fuck
the
y'all. Excuse me.
Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas of the world, like, I wouldn't be surprised if I got pulled over there and the motherfuckers start asking me for freedom papers. I don't know where they are. So they got all types of rules down there that don't apply to us Northerners. So the fact that they would have that should be a felony, wow, unfortunate. I can't say it's
Arkansas,
surprising. I
like,
mean,
yeah.
these are all the same states that are like dead last in education,
Yeah.
dead last in like money, and I mean, it's you can point to any number of reasons or how long it's been the case, but it is, and that's kind of how
But
they
it's,
roll.
it's crazy though because you have states like I think it's Louisiana right now. I believe it's a felony or will be a felony like in 30 days or something like that.
That's that crazy.
But it's a
Southern
felony for having
state,
an abortion,
like,
right?
fuck out
It's
there.
Louisiana. What you mean? That's Louisiana.
And it's a snake ass state. That's a
you
racist
about
ass
dirty
state.
South. Yeah, I'm just saying this.
Yeah,
like,
below the Mason-Dixon.
Yeah, exactly.
Freedom
Right.
papers.
Yeah,
So
Same shit.
Yeah, because
I expect that. Like,
one of the biggest slave ports was in Louisiana, right?
Right.
After, like Charleston,
Right.
South. Anyway, another story, another time. But like Tennessee, I believe, has something on the books right now where you can't have an abortion after 6 weeks.
Man.
Most women probably don't even know they're pregnant at
Yeah.
6 weeks.
Right.
Like you get your period, you might go, get you some. You see what I'm saying? A month goes by, you're like, yo, my period should be here. It ain't happened yet. A week goes by, you at week number 5, you're like, yo, I should have had my period a week ago. Let me go take a test. You take a test, that joint come back hot. You got a baby in the womb. You got a week to make a decision.
Right.
About
Literally a week.
Do you even tell the person?
Or like, let's say you make the
who
decision and you
pregnant
can't get an appointment till the next week,
Yeah,
and now you
yeah,
SOL. But to speak to Tennessee, because everything just somehow happens to intertwine with wrestling. Kane, I don't know if you guys remember Kane, the pro wrestler. He used to be
Absolutely.
the Undertaker's brother.
Yeah.
He was a tall dude. He wore red and black. Anyway,
I
he's
remember.
he's the mayor of a Tennessee county now, and he tweeted that he was like victory, Roe v. Wade being reversed. This is going to influence or impact babies. Just some sort of talking nonsense from there. And it just reminded me that all these Republican politicians, they some of them maybe believe a portion of what they're saying, but they all just live in a gimmick, man. That's all they're doing, and it behooves them professionally, career-wise, and generationally to just live the shit out of that gimmick, regardless of what they really believe behind closed doors. It's no different from the anchors on your Fox News or Newsmax or something that's
Absolutely.
spewing this bullshit because it gets them 6 figures, whereas they might believe whatever it is they believe. Like, somebody put a battery in your back that's paying you the type of salary that's going to change your life, you would say any number of shit, sans integrity, but it's just a weird world
I mean,
that we
at
live
the end
in.
of the day, you're going to have more babies, no doubt. But also, when you make something illegal like this, you're going to force people to go to like a black market for it.
Yeah, it's
They
damn
don't
sure
have,
not going to change
a lot of
abortions. It's
abortions.
gonna-
You know what I mean?
right.
It's going to be wild. You know what I mean? It's definitely going to be crazy. I feel sorry for the doctors and the women who are going to get caught up in this. And they're going to get arrested, go to prison. And it's not going to be men. It's not going to be the guys knocking the women up. Father and the child, they're not going to be the ones
I
facing
mean,
these felonies.
listen,
for,
fuck all that.
because
Listen,
their
dog.
wife or their girlfriend or somebody's having an abortion.
Listen, fuck all that, dog. What has to happen is
Fuck all that.
the shit you talking about. What needs to happen is the government, old ass Joe, dementia Joe, Biden, You need to figure some shit the fuck out.
Yeah, because
Like-
I love when people like call me disparaging names and then tell me to figure something out. I'm sure he's going to jump right on that after Sleeves.
Guess what? If he's listening to this, good shit, Joe, and don't fall off your fucking bike and get this shit situated with what's going on in the world right fucking now. Because you ain't saying shit, and you pretty much, you didn't fool me. It just was a lesser of two fucking evils on what I had to do when
Hillary
it
wouldn't
came
let
to,
this happen.
you know what I'm saying?
We
You did.
denied.
Well, you know what else is wild though? I was reading now people are trying to, drugstores are limiting and rationing out
Plan B pills. Yeah.
Because, I'm sure people try and flip them pills now.
Oh, how
Plan
can
B
they
pill
not,
will cost you
man?
an arm and a leg
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's
They're going up like,
What the fuck are
cough
we?
syrup been going
All
up.
right, man. Yeah. What the fuck? You know what? This just brings us to the topic of this show. What the fuck world are we living in? All right, because this is what we're going into. You get what I'm saying? We go from the shit we just was talking about, the reverse with Roe versus Wade, to we're from Philadelphia. We got cheesesteaks.
Born and raised.
We got tasty cakes, butterscotch crimpets,
Yeah.
and we don't like to call it a sub. We like to call it like a hoagie. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that. And on that
I
hoagie,
enjoy that.
I make sure I try to have little mayo, a little bit of mayo. I don't need a lot. Just a tad. This one. You know how they might come back twice with the joint? You just got to go over one time on the bread with me, just if that. But if you went over twice or a couple more times, I might not want that sandwich. What I'm not going to do is shoot your ass over that sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Because
Now,
you put a little bit too
As
much
a
mayo.
no mayo guy, which I am, I don't like mayonnaise on those sandwiches. I'm an oil and vinegar guy myself, but I might send the sandwich back.
That's all.
I might, when I get home and I notice the mayonnaise, I'm going to be disappointed. I might try to get some napkins to smear it off, but I'm probably not going to eat it just because I'm not.
It's too mayoed
Yeah,
out.
I got the essence of mayonnaise on my
You
sandwich.
feeling like them shit's gonna be
No,
in
that's
your
not
teeth.
gonna happen.
Exactly.
Because I will fucking shoot some. No, I would never. I'm joking. Yeah, there should be no reason for you to get to a point in the subway where you feel like you need to shoot somebody because of mayonnaise, any condiment, mustard. Say they put ketchup on a ham and cheese sandwich. So what, man?
Yeah.
There's no reason to
not
take a
the
life.
shoot, like-
Because, like I said in the text, that jail lunch. You can't do shit. You're going to be asking for mayonnaise packets at that point.
Exactly. And they're gonna
I
make
don't know
sure
what
they
it is. I don't know, people just getting too desensitized to violence because if you remember a couple weeks ago, Chick-fil-A, Uber driver delivering some Chick-fil-A or something like that. Had gotten to, didn't did he shoot the Chick-fil-A worker?
For not having a Frosty or some
the
shit
Uber
like that?
driver was going to pick up his
Milkshake.
Chick-fil-A order for his customer, and the order was wrong, and I guess they had words.
The Uber driver and Chick-fil-A person.
And I believe the Uber driver shot the Chick-fil-A worker.
That's a lot of dedication for you to get a
I know,
delivery
I
right.
know.
So,
Damn, man.
So in that combination, real quick, what we were talking about is in Atlanta, unfortunately, at a Subway, I think it was a gentleman, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
yes.
Yes, got too much mayo on his sandwich and was not feeling that at all.
This.
And instead of just
Can't laugh about it, man. Somebody lost
know,
their life.
exactly.
Man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, it's just like
It's sad, man. Like you really shot somebody.
because above all else, and I don't want to mess up any future endorsements for us, but if you go in the Subway for a sandwich, you're not really expecting top shelf shit.
At all.
You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the last time I went, but I was probably coerced. Either way, it ain't worth shooting nobody over
It's
whatever
sad.
comes up.
But you would hope there was more to it than that. Like it wasn't just too much mayo. There had to be some serious words and some serious disrespect.
There's no words.
No,
That
but
has
so
no words
what
in the
could have
sandwich
happened
shop.
is
Aside
that
from that.
he had a
That
seriously bad day. And the cherry on top of that bad day was him getting too
All
much
this
mayonnaise on the
motherf-
sandwich. And
y'all
they're not
think y'all playing with
responsible for what happened from morning to 3 p.m. when he walked his ass in that Subway, but, they caught the brunt of it, which is just unfortunate for any number of reasons. Like, how many lives have been impacted permanently as a result of his dumbass going into a Subway?
This is
and reacting the
unbelievable,
way he
man.
did.
Like, what are we living in right now? Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I wanted to, before we had segued out, I wanted to ask y'all about this because we was talking about the whole abortion being overturned. Do you think prostitution should be legalized now?
I don't know that I ever thought it shouldn't be illegal.
I mean, it's like one of the first and longest hustles that's been around forever. So you know what I mean? Like, you know,
I think,
everybody got a business. Everybody got.
in Amsterdam is something they
right
do where, like,
to
with the
there.
red light, where there was like a safe and it's situated properly. So figure it out. People gonna be freaks. Get that shit safe. Have it set up and go ahead, man. I
I
don't give a
think
shit.
now with abortion being illegal in so many states, I think they definitely need to legalize prostitution. So now these men
OnlyFans ain't enough.
no, that ain't enough.
You know what I'm saying?
OnlyFans and Uber Eats are going to collaborate and it'll be the
Exactly.
Uber OnlyFans. They
Exactly.
stuff at the door.
I like
Damn.
that shit. We gotta get on that
should
shit.
happen, dog.
Yeah,
oh
yeah,
man,
blouses,
shit.
man. You need a percentage. We need a percentage.
Right.
So the men can go someplace, and women too.
Yeah, for sure.
You can go someplace, you can have this outlet, and when you're messing with a prostitute, you know 100% they not trying to get knocked up, not trying to get pregnant. They're definitely going to be taking the proper precautions. I feel like
I
the
mean,
odds
you
of
might,
you
it'd
getting
be
an
good if you
abortion
walk
are gonna
in
be-
with the proper
Right.
precautions.
Yeah.
Why don't you just be going to these places?
But if I'm gonna be
What's
honest
wrong
with you, if I'm gonna be honest with you, this don't got nothing to do with Roe versus Wade. You should have been doing this shit anyway. That's just like the same thing when you're talking about like down Kensington or something. When I just think in my head about like something like Philly with the meth shit that's crazy down there. You need to have
I mean,
find
it's
something.
bro. Last week, I shit you not, I was at a red light and it was a homie I saw like actively needle in the arm,
Yeah.
hit the button, like.
Like they need a spot, like how
The
like
whole
I said they
shit
do over in Amsterdam. Like
happened
you need a spot where you send
while
them
I was
and
waiting
go ahead and let them do
I mean,
it.
red
think,
to green.
You
yo.
got a lot of abortions because they're unwanted pregnancies, because you got a lot of horny men, particularly young men, who just want to knock anything down, and they be out here, you know, all loose with it, so to speak.
Free balling.
Free balling, not using protection. You know what I mean? And these women get pregnant, they gotta have these abortions. 'Cause they can't
And
have these
protection breaks. Like cut the
kids.
shit,
Yeah,
nigga.
all this stuff happens, right?
Come on.
But they can go someplace with some clean prostitutes, and they can go and satisfy all their urges. What they, hey, you
They
No,
can get
dog,
some,
have a need
some
for
nice
many
soaked up
abortions.
prostitutes,
I'm
you know,
serious.
clean,
No,
sexy
it's
women.
not. You curious? No, it's
respectable.
not. Listen, ain't no chick. Bitches ain't gonna be cool if they knowing you. If it's a house, like if it's like a, I don't know. You know how you got the YMCA. You know what I'm saying in different cities
Go
and
ahead,
things.
go
like
say
that.
what you gonna say.
You know what I'm
Go say
saying?
what you gonna say.
Yeah, you got different hoe houses that are
Yeah.
specific to that. Like you getting known for coming out of these joints.
Different
You know what I'm
hoe
saying? All day
houses.
long. Like, nah, dog. Like, the bitches ain't fucking with you. Like, yeah, all right, I know you ain't trying to get nobody knocked, but I'm cool on you, Dante. Like,
Byron got a
fuck
lifetime
like,
membership.
Fuck out of
At
here.
the ponytail, red, the boom, boom,
Exactly,
boom.
nigga. We heard about you. Like, that.
Why
that
your
ain't-
picture up in
That
there?
ain't appealing neither, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a thin line on that walk. You're a freak boy, Do what you gotta do. For them, go ahead. They
You
don't
know,
give a
but
fuck.
so to that point, some people just don't get relationship pussy. That don't make them a freak boy.
Yeah.
That just, you know, I feel like you putting a bad stigma on people. I want to defend them because they don't have
You
a
always
voice.
want to defend some
You know what I'm
bullshit.
saying? Like,
I'd rather have them
fuck
go
outta
to
here.
a
Freak
whorehouse
niggas.
than just trying to
Them be the main
manipulate
one
some
niggas.
young girl.
Those be
or
the
something
main
like that
niggas in the
into
windows
sex.
whacking off, looking
And then
at
she
the
gets
people and
pregnant
doing all
and
of
they
that
have to have an
shit.
abortion.
Go get some whack. Go get some chum, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing around and interacting with people, nigga. Like, stop playing, man. Just what? You know what I mean?
Talking about like
Go get some
feeding a
chum.
shark.
You know what I'm saying? Go get some chum, man. You know what I mean?
This nigga drunk.
Exactly.
Do you think it's something where I think men need to? Well, I guess I would say
Get it from the chum.
Wow.
at this age, at being in your 40s, do you think it's in your best? It would be the wisest decision to only be sexually engaged with women that you are okay with having children with. Should that happen?
You said in your 40s?
30s, 40s?
I mean, he's talking about us
At
because
this
we
point in
are. in
time,
our-
as you're being older. When you're younger, you might.
So
try
are
to
you
knock
saying
down
we should only?
But
So
as
I'm
you
only
get
supposed to be
older-
dating as her because if I want to have life with her, I can't just be dating her because I
No, I didn't
fuck
say
with her?
dating.
Or, I
I said being, sexually active with women that you are okay with having kids with. Should you only be sexually active with women that you will be okay with?
Oh,
having
I see what
children
you're saying.
At this age in your life.
So there's never a year.
Look
Where
at
there's never a year where that doesn't make sense, but.
But as you get, when you're
things
younger, you
happen-
can kind of say you weren't, you're young. Kind of,
Man, young my ass. People older than us, listen, that's neither here nor there. But there's no age cap on immaturity.
And with this abortion ban going into effect now in certain states, I really think more people should have that mindset.
Or
Because it might not, you don't have that option on the table anymore.
those are, I mean, listen.
I'm only dating you because I feel like we can breed together, baby.
But if not,
married
but
and
if-
shit,
Exactly.
You always,
Some
you always.
extra married shit.
That's
No,
that ain't got nothing
facts.
to do with marriage.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with marriage. I just said a person that
It's
you're
even
okay
worse
with
than marriage
having
because
children
you
with.
talk about an 18+ year commitment. So marriage.
I mean, but
is an easy thing.
okay, so you can have an 18+ year commitment with somebody you cool with having that 18+ year commitment, or somebody you ain't cool with having
That should always
18+
be
year commitment.
All right, all right, man. Listen, fuck
Regardless
all that.
of
Let's
Roe v.
break,
Wade or not.
let's break it down like this. You just said in your 40s, all right, on this level.
That's the new catchphrase. Fuck all that.
Yeah,
Took
exactly.
off his fake glasses, so you know he mean it.
Yeah, exactly. So you saying somebody in their 40s, all right, and
30s or 40s. 30s or 40s.
all right, cool. I'm only going to speak from the 40s. So in my 40s, yes, you want to be strategic and smart about what you're doing, but if you came across a freak, nigga, strap up. Like, you get what I'm saying, fellas? Like, that's it. Strap up. Like, that's it. Like, it's no, I'm trying to produce with you, bitch. No. I'm strapping up. I'm pulling out. I don't have an issue. We're Gucci.
Nice soapy
Get
rag
out of here.
afterwards.
Exactly. Bye-bye. Hold up. Shower time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Shower time, you're out of here, bro. Like, it's nothing to talk about. I dumped that condom in the toilet. It went downhill, all right? And it was all in there. We're Gucci. Come on, man. You're old enough. No, like, stop it. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Aren't
You're old
you
enough.
old enough to have had the freak Jones already? And aren't you old
You're
enough
never
to realize,
old enough to get freak
aren't
Jones.
you old enough to start doing a
Listen,
certain
married
amount
guy,
of
you're
risk
never old enough to get a
management?
freak. No.
Risk management.
Fuck risk management. Kiss my ass. She's giving amazing dome and she's a freak and got a crazy
And that's
ass.
all it takes. And you willing to
Listen,
give away
dog, if you
18
have-
years
what am I giving
of
away?
stress?
You're an
You had to
asshole.
take, not give away, you take on 18
What are
years
you
of
talking
stress.
about? You're an asshole. How am I giving away 18 years if I'm strapped up, not busting in her, and I bust in that condom and I'm Gucci?
You just
If
sat here and talked about how condoms break sometimes. You look
And
just
guess
like that
what?
5
And
minutes
guess
ago.
what? I'm older now, so if I felt it broke, I'm getting out, bitch, and I'm not doing anything.
What if it break at the point of busting?
I'm not busting in her, asshole.
I don't know where I am right now.
Like, what is he
All
talking
this
about?
going on.
Like, let's be real. We're talking about things we control. He's acting like you can't control. If you're in your 40s, 30s, 40s, you done had them dumbass nights, nigga.
So you have a
get
condom
over that
on,
shit.
and you pull
Like,
out
cut
with
it
the condom on and bust outside with the condom still on. That's what you're saying you did.
Yes, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yes, 2 condoms. I come in one, I throw the other one away, and then I keep the other one in the freezer.
What is wrong with
She ain't
you,
getting that
nigga?
shit. I don't give a fuck.
Unless,
You understand me?
unless,
You understand me?
Unless is it? Oh, okay.
unless that's somebody you cool with breeding with, then you'll take your chances with.
That's what he said from day one.
No, I said it's 2 different types.
It's 2 different types. He
I
broke
said-
that down.
I did. I just broke it down. 2 different types.
You went 360
I reckon you and I can breed together.
with that.
No, I did. I told you it's going to be 2 different type of joints you're looking at. One that you look at that you could probably breed with, so you might be less
Why the
of
fuck?
on that
Like,
type.
I only said it jokingly, and breed with has just been the fucking continuous theme. Like, creepy old niggas.
Can't breed
Can
with
we
that.
talk about something else? Let's move on.
I can't even breed with you. Get out of
Right,
here.
like, damn it, man.
She ain't something I can breed with. I don't know about that.
He wanted to go in detail to that shit. I'm just trying to break it down, man. The fuck?
Thank you.
There's levels to it. That's with everything, man. Niggas be mad at me. Don't talk that shit then. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Fuck is next, man. You know what I mean? Let's talk. Hold up. You know what's next, actually? I remember. And good brother Tom had just put it actually on our page. You know what I'm saying? I was just telling y'all about it. It's a video going viral with you.
What ain't good brother time?
Huh?
That wasn't good brother time. Put that on the page.
Hey, what was you then?
You know what I'm saying?
Who knew?
No.
Goddamn! Like, all right.
I'd have give you credit.
Thank you.
No one who knows.
Who knows? Like, yeah. When was the last time? But anyway, man. Like, thank you, good brother. This is the Bols put something on their page. You know what I'm saying? He needed that extra pat. Did we do it? Oh my God. Let me stay on focus, Tom. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get on the IG page from time to time. Damn.
Let me stay on focus right now.
You know what I'm saying?
You had a man that was coming to see his kid, and he was bringing a grub for his child.
Oh, that's a good story.
You all right?
I'm with you.
And in the process, he was met by the child's mother.
Okay.
And the child's mother proceeded to have the camera on and say, "I'm gonna put your ass on blast."
He ain't bring her none?
she began to say, so you brought your son something, but she has 3 other kids. Now, mind you, these 3 other kids are not with this gentleman. Who knows if she said, can you get my kid something else? Maybe it just was on the type time like, Junior hungry, I'm in the area, I'm gonna bring him something to eat type time. You get what I'm saying? So he pulling up thinking he's super dad, just trying to feed his young boy something to eat, and he decided to actually try to give her the grub, and she said, oh yeah, and tossed that shit out into the street and tossed the joint and everything. Since you don't want to bring, so you're not going to bring nothing for his siblings? You're not going to bring nothing for his siblings? Bitch, I didn't make them siblings with you, all right? Now, mind you, I'm not never going to hate on no other kids. If I know they there and there's something like that.
10 seconds.
Go ahead.
Bitch, I didn't make them siblings with you. I'm never not gonna hate on no kids that I made with you. Like, that was some...
That's real shit.
No, I ain't never stepped on their couch. Hell yeah, I stomped on their couch. I ain't
Damn bitch side that line. All right?
Damn.
But what are we doing here? Like, are you serious? Like, you made this man feel like a piece of shit? Because
So, at least in my opinion, no, like, she was way out of line, just tossing food, wasting this man's money. That's I mean, like, 2 wrongs don't make a right.
And
Your
now I'm
reaction,
also hungry.
right? Everybody hungry now. Like he got to eat SpaghettiOs like the rest of the
But hold up,
siblings. He real
Scott.
pissed.
Scott, one key part I left out. She gonna say to him, "You know I get my stamps on the 11th. What that got to do with me?" So they can't eat. So your whole family and kids don't eat to the 11th of the month. Like when you get your stiz in.
It's top
Like what are
round,
you saying
all
to
around
me,
the board.
man?
So he could have gotten them food, but
If
I
he
don't
was
know
on, if he wanted
that
to,
he should be obligated.
that's all he's saying.
Like, do you feel like that should be an obligation?
Well, listen,
Well, you got to go get your kid and just go out then at that point.
obviously they don't have a good relationship.
That is
You know what I'm
very
saying?
clear. Yes.
There's several things I would like to address here. If prostitution was legal, he could have busted that nut in somebody else.
Back here.
Also, maybe a man at his
How?
age should have only been sleeping with women he'd have been cool with, having kids with. You see what I'm saying?
He tried to bring something back
Now-
to make his point.
now-
That shit don't bring, bro.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
get out of there.
go back.
No, it's not matching. But go ahead.
But listen, right? So I thought it was mad ignorant, and I tried to put myself in the woman's shoes too, right? You know, sometimes you got to step outside. You know, whatever.
No, it's helpful. Absolutely.
So
But-
I to some degree, I understand what she's talking about. Some y'all got all these other kids in the crib. You're gonna get this one kid at McDonald's. I can't bring this in the house, and the other kids don't have McDonald's because they're gonna want. I don't even know if it's McDonald's,
whatever.
but they're gonna want some too, and I don't have enough.
You can understand
It's
her
understood.
position.
But that ain't my. Don't try to make me feel bad. Go ahead.
If they aren't together, then he has even less of an obligation. Continue.
Now, my wife was saying, and she made a good point.
Go for it.
She was really angry, I guess, at herself and her own situation because she wasn't able to afford to buy the other kids some
Take
kind of
out the
treat
fast food, yeah.
or whatever.
But she took it out on the
So she
floor.
took it out on the guy, you know what I mean? Because she was because she was angry. But now to keep it 100% funky, to keep it all the way funky, yo, the dude knowing the situation and also just being a little more, I guess, sympathetic to her situation or whatever, he should have just came and scooped his young boy up or young girl up, took him to the fast food joint, got him something to eat real quick. They could have pulled up, stayed out front of
Now,
the crib,
wait,
bust that
real
grub,
quick.
and then he could have sent them back in the house on their way, done their own thing, right? Because they all got different daddies, and whenever the daddies come to pick their kids up for the weekend or do whatever, all the kids ain't going with that one
Not
daddy.
for
They don't go
nothing.
with their different daddies.
But
You
if
know
the
what I'm
fast food recipient ain't the oldest, he took that food in the crib. He might have got his ass whooped. They got every
it's
French
okay.
fry and McNugget
Yeah.
confiscated immediately.
saying?
Oh, you think that's
Nothing
yours
wrong
with this bog?
with that father picking up his child to spend some time with his child, even if it was just 15, 20 minutes to go to the Wendy's or whatever and get a grub real
I want to
quick.
take Junior for a
Come
ride.
back home.
We be back.
Exactly.
Now,
So-
think this
exactly.
though. But if they had a better relationship, he could have just brought pizza for everybody. But obviously they don't have a good relationship.
No, they don't.
No, and now let's do this.
Yeah, what if his was a spike buy? You know, I'm gonna just get my boy something. Fuck all that other shit. Because of how the relationship transpired, it could be any number. I'm sorry, go ahead, Sleep.
No, it's no worries. I'm on the same type time with you on this level though. So this obviously seems like possibly this might have been something boy done did a couple times because she out here drawing with the camera and the whole type time right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you right.
get what I'm
right.
saying? So she
or
want-
another dad did it. And
Exactly.
She trying to catch
So she want to be on some.
See what I'm saying? Like, so many different variables, dog.
This
Like-
on the spiteful type time, And listen, what I'm saying is, he might have been used to doing that type shit. Like coming by with his young boy, dropping that shit off, and now she want to be like, you know what, I had enough of these motherfuckers with this shit. You know what I'm saying? You see this shit right here? You see this shit right here? You know what I'm saying?
Show everybody that he not the good dad that he says he is, or y'all think he is.
What are you talking about? How is he not a good daddy coming by with food to feed his kid? Something you talking about you can't get to the 11th of the month. You trifling hoe. You ain't even working.
Whoa,
all right, you know what I'm saying? Like,
whoa,
no,
wow.
That
little spice to it. That little spice to it. What if she got on disability because she had
she wasn't she wasn't too disabled to film and talk shit. Fuck you. She wasn't too able to do none of that shit. All right, kiss my ass, man. Like, no, I'm tired of these hoes with their bullshit, man. Like, let's go. Yikes. Cut it out. Call a spade a spade. And that's not just women. That's men too. They be on that bullshit too, man.
The whole thing is just unfortunate on so many levels.
And then what about the kids? Like, what if the kids is right there? Like, so they wait on the other side of the door, hungry, and you playing them. You get what I'm saying?
One kid was gonna get that grub anyway.
You get what I'm saying? You playing it like that anyway. So, like you said, it was rumble time anyway when that McDonald's came out. You said you eating that Big Mac.
And then there's the other variable of this being one of the things that she could potentially use as fodder to turn the son. You see how they only taking care of you? We got this whole family here. We supposed to be a team. If they only take care of one person for the team,
that son don't care about that shit.
You don't know that. You don't know that because she's feeding that shit. You don't know what type of cadence dad sees the kid on. If he only sees him one Saturday a month, that's 29 to 30 days that she could be just feeding whatever poison she wants into his brain, man. Like, I mean, again, there's just so many different variables there. It's
unbelievable. We got to do better, man. We got to do better as people, man. That's all, man. Spread love, not war, man.
Do you think some of this stems from women not waiting to be in these committed relationships with men before they have sex with them? Like waiting for a title?
This is a married question time? Is that what you laughing?
It's not. It's not about marriage. It's about real relationship stuff.
So repeat your question. I'm sorry.
Do you think a lot of this and a lot of these issues stem from, women not waiting until they have like an official title and a serious relationship with a man before they start having sex with him? And I ask that because hookup culture is a big thing now.
This ain't got nothing to do with hookups, stuff. Some bitches are just toxic. That's it.
But how you know that baby didn't result just from a hookup? You know what I'm saying? Like,
dog, it ain't got. How do you know it didn't? How you know it did or it didn't? It doesn't matter. Some bitches are just toxic.
To Sleeves' point, hookup or no hookup, that's the vitriol you would get from her. Like,
is
that's
that
just
she crazy
her
as
demeanor.
shit?
And then like she told you that and you didn't buy in, you didn't believe it.
I mean, do you think she was always that way?
Yes.
Well, okay.
Yes, nigga, like this is what's wrong with her.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
well,
come on,
so he went Tales from the Hood right there.
No,
he went
stop it,
Clarence
dog.
Williams III, Tales from the Hood.
Like,
when he had, yes!
Dog, like,
you're in hell! And I'm the devil! Like, he was right
like,
there.
no, because I love him, but I need him to stop right now. Fuck all that. People are crazy, nigga, and that's it. Like, you can't stop
that. So you
that.
really don't think a lot of this nonsense and a lot of this baby mama, baby daddy drama couldn't be avoided if people waited until they were in more serious relationships?
I mean, you got to have a time machine for that type of shit. Like, there was a day where she wasn't this jaded woman, but we don't know. I mean, she got 4 kids. Who knows how many baby daddies? So there's been the therapy is 8 or the years overdue. You know what I'm saying?
People out here having sex, right? You hooking up, you having sex, y'all not in a relationship.
Am I
She's
having
not
shit
your
between y'all?
boyfriend. She's not your girlfriend, right? Somebody
What does
gets
that
pregnant.
mean if I want the pussy? Like, I don't have to be your boyfriend or girlfriend to get the child.
Or I could just say I'm your boyfriend or girlfriend just to get the pussy.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what the problem is.
It's not.
Maybe people need
It's
to
just
wait
people,
until
nigga.
they're in an established
No, they
relationship
don't.
before they have
They don't gotta
sex
be
with
a-
somebody.
No.
The devil's advocate to that, to Sleeves' point, is they could just say, yeah, no, you my girl. Now take them panties off. And then
Now,
fucking,
yes.
and
Now-
then you never hear from me again.
Now, you're always going to have them people who go that route and do that. But then you're going to have other people who may actually wait in this relationship, might actually develop into something quality.
Or you got them people that wait and they're fucking weirdos. Because I'm never going to name names, but
What
I
you
got
mean
a
weirdos? Waiting
Oh,
for
I know.
what? Like what?
I got you, Mr. Fucking Straight and Narrow. I'm about to bust your fucking chops right now. So I got a story from the streets, because that's where I come from, nigga. That lets me know over a year it's a couple dating. This boy don't want the yams. Nothing at all. He just want to be friends.
Over a year.
Over a year of dating. No yams.
He don't want no
nothing.
yams.
Don't question them stuff.
You're touching me and I'm telling you what it is, brother. I'm telling you I love you, but listen, that's what it is, my nigga. Over a year.
That's what he said.
A year, he don't
That's
want
what he
none.
said.
Okay, go ahead.
This is not me. This is a
Playing
story.
the piano on my table.
Right.
Go ahead.
This is a story. This ain't got nothing to do with
I'm a
me.
man named Brady.
All right. Period. That didn't want no yams. He just wanted friendship. So after a fucking year of friendship and, you know, just pretty much getting the girl hot here and there, but never doing nothing, they finally get some a hotel or go on a trip and supposed to get it in. All right. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker is just doing stuff like rubbing his weird shit, just rubbing his nuts on things like elbows, knees, shit like that, and busting off. He ain't never putting the penis in her. She's mad as shit. Like, yo, what are you doing? What's going on? I'm not getting anything out of this. And thought like, yeah, he did his thing. Like, yeah, did you enjoy this?
Yeah, a nut rubber time.
Rubbing nuts on elbows was just, I couldn't get past that.
So get what I'm saying. So I'm saying all this to say, this was a year's worth of time this young lady put in, built a friendship with him, all this that.
I can't wait to rub my nuts on those
Exactly.
elbows, my God.
And you keep talking about what if they built a relationship and this would make things happen more. No, it don't matter. A weirdo's a fucking weirdo, dog. So that's all I'm trying to
He
say.
texting her. Remember your elbows?
You know what I'm saying? That's all. I just needed to make that point to
Yeah,
you.
but
dog. Like,
that's a wild story.
no,
That's like a wild.
and they're everywhere, Mustafa.
That's not.
We just talked
ain't
about
regular.
somebody. Everybody rubbing nuts on elbows.
Oh man, that's not most.
What did we
cases.
just talk about,
That ain't most
Sky?
cases.
Didn't we just talk about somebody getting shot over Mayo? What type of fucking world are we living in
They're
right now?
anomalies. It's
Yeah,
a
I'm
fluke.
saying it's not
It
an
don't happen
anomaly,
all the
nothing,
time.
dog.
You mean to tell
How
me?
you can tell-
Wait, it don't happen all the time. Most men ain't waiting a year to rub their nuts on somebody's elbow.
You don't know.
Statistics show that elbows and nuts are involved every
You know what
7
I'm saying?
seconds.
So it is what it is,
So,
anomaly or not.
boom, just happened.
The shit you talking about ain't going on either. It's been back in the day. Old heads used to wait,
Boom, just happened.
had to court, do all this, that, and the third, then finally get what they whiz and be miserable with this bitch, but stay with her.
well, was there less baby
Yeah,
mama,
exactly.
baby dad drama back then compared to
Yeah,
now?
it was.
Because
They
they
just
waited.
hit it. They hit it. It was
All
terrible.
right, it was less of that, but more domestic violence.
Exactly. So what are you talking about? It's fucking terrible, dog.
Where's the-
So that shit, though, you
where's the
can't
right
say
answer?
that, bro. That's all. What we got next, man? You done got me
I
pressed
feel
up,
like
man.
Yo,
I don't
stop
know that
doing
we
that shit on purpose.
Whew.
I don't know that we should go anywhere else from there. Like that's the crescendo.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, that was a high point there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had
We're not gonna get that
talked
same
about
energy from
Kanye,
anything else. Like that felt like, yeah.
Well, you know what?
Take us home, Sleeves.
Listen, as always,
Fake Lads alert.
it's the Boss podcast, that is.
PCBs.
It's a pleasure. Summer 22. If you didn't know, we every fucking where. And we got new and improved things coming for you, and we're looking forward to it for you. You understand? I'm not gonna go into all of that. But
Teaser. Give him a teaser.
That little teaser, man. That's all I just had to let them know. I'm just letting them know it's
We got brand new silk sweatsuits coming out, but I ain't gonna go into that.
Exactly. They don't even know yet. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming.
Below
You know
my
what I'm
Christmas.
saying? That's all, man. Listen, man. Check for us. YouTube all day long, man. The gram. My man got it popping on the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Brother Byron over here, you know what I'm saying? Got us moving and shaking, you know how it do. And as always, the streets, man. Dread, sleeves, you know. Staff, Sky. Yeah, you know, it's the Boys, man. Podcast, that is. The Horsemen. We everywhere, dog. Get with us, man. Episode 58, man.
Peace.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Suckers.
all.